Visit our YouTube channel at Max TV. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications on our uploads.
Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, has charged members of the reconstituted Interim Management Committee of the Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) to work as a team and expedite action in actualizing the goals and objectives for which intervention agency was established. Senator Akpabio gave the charge recently in Abuja during the inauguration of new members of the Interim Management Team of the NDDC. Correspondent Kanami Ofori has more.
Soon after President Muhammadu Buhari relieved former acting managing director of the NDDC, Dr. Joy Nunye, of her appointment, Senator Godswill Akpabio last week inaugurated the reconstituted interim management team of the commission, led by Professor Keme Bradikumo Pondei. The Minister of Niger Delta Affairs urged the new leadership of the NDDC, including Mrs. Caroline Nagbo and Cecilia Bukola Akintomide, to work as a team and achieve desired results in the shortest time possible.
I have always been an advocate of the fact that Niger Delta can be better. And so when I found myself here, I will tell you, I always tell children that wherever God gives you, you must leave the place better than you met it. It is my determination to ensure that Mr. President's vision for the Niger Delta is realized in these few years remaining, and we are in a hurry. They say anybody who starts a race late must learn to run faster than others in order to catch up. So we are in a hurry. The Honourable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs is not interested in running the NDDC, but is interested in how you run the NDDC. I don't want stories, I don't want blamber, I don't want the acquisition of power, I don't want expansion of ego. Please, let's drop all those things and work as a team. That way you can achieve results for the people of Niger Delta.
A situation where you have over 9,000 projects and there is little or nothing you can show for it. No monumental projects, no projects that can last, for the next 10 years without being washed off. I don't think that is the type of business we want to do. So the way we would like to work is absolute cooperation between the Niger Delta Ministry and NDDC. It is the only way that we can make progress.
Senator Akpabio also charged the reconstituted Interim Management Committee to fully support the forensic audit of the NDDC, as the federal government had put structures in place to ensure that its outcome was not questionable.
We are happy that a lot of international forensic auditors are also involved. The big names that you know in the industry, they are also involved and they are going to be there. So it's not something that when the outcome comes, somebody will question it. These people are going to be totally unbiased and they will produce the result for all to see. My belief is that Mr. President's thinking, in line with mine, is that at the end we'll have a governance structure that will run on a roller coaster and allow the NDDC to drive itself and achieve something. For me, so far it has been an ATM and a cesspool of corruption. I've always said that, and even the workers there will agree with what I've said. There's nobody in Niger Delta who will say that the NDDC could not have been better. We can't allow things to go the way they are going.
Responding on behalf of the reconstituted Interim Management Committee of the NDDC, Professor Pondei promised his team's determination to resuscitate an ailing commission.
We believe that we'll be able to achieve what has not been able to be achieved before and provide a base for further development of the Niger Delta Development Commission, but generally the Niger Delta region as a whole. And I don't want to speak for so long, but I just also ask you to remember us in your prayers, because the job we have ahead of us is a very difficult job. It's a job that will make us have enemies, and it's like a 24 hours job. So I just ask for that maximum support, and by the grace of God, we will not disappoint anybody here.
The 5-man Interim Management Committee immediately proceeded to the corporate headquarters of NDDC in Port Harcourt to resume work and interact with staff members of the commission.
The Niger Delta Development Commission has existed for about 20 years, rising from the ashes of Umpadek. But the question across the nation is that these 20 years, what has happened? The problem, we believe, from the perception of the public is that even the staff within the NDDC have a role to play in the problems. So I'm not here for a blame game, but I want us to do soul searching.
The reconstituted Interim Management Committee is expected to work closely with the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs to ensure a successful audit of the NDDC before the appointment of a substantive governing board to oversee its affairs.
Inside the Niger Delta,